Hi there. So it's now mid May, and we're just at my home greenhouse in the keeder greenhouse, and I was just going to give you a quick look around it. Everything's changed in here. I've getting rid of the grow tent that was on the right there. Reason being, the temperature in the keeder it was reaching 40 degrees Celsius, which is critical for plants. So I needed to drastically change things around. So what I've done is I've stripped out the tent that was over there, just stored that away, ready for the winter again. And I've moved all the plants over. So all the plants were on this side of the greenhouse a couple of weeks ago when I did a video, but I've moved them all over to this side. I'm renewing my front drive as well. I'm lifting the drive, which is paving slabs at the moment, and as you can see, all the paving slabs that were in the front garden are now in the keeder. That was always the plan. I was going to do it later on in the year, but decided I needed to shift everything around in here, so time to start deconstructing the front drive. So yeah, paving's not my strong subject, as you can probably see, but it'll do for a backyard greenhouse. So yeah, one thing what I have been with growing and showing these videos on YouTube, I've been transparent with everything I've been doing, showing and growing and what have you. But one thing I haven't really mentioned is the cost of the electric. Especially now that I'm growing the scale what I'm growing in the greenhouse at home. The electric has probably risen by about £400 just to grow these giant onions and heat the greenhouse and put the lighting, heated cables, all this type of system. So it's a bit of a toss up whether it's actually worth it to grow these giants. So hopefully I can make this greenhouse pay at home some way, shape or form, just to cover the costs of keeping it here. So see what I can come up with next year. But yeah, it's not a cheap thing to do, growing these giant onions to the size what they are. Hopefully in September, but I'm on track to what I need to be at. That one at the back there in particular, it's always been a big one out from the start. There's a couple other ones not far behind it, but that one in particular has been another the 315 light. So yeah, I think it's really making a massive difference, that 315 light. So yeah, can be an expensive hobby, but if you want to be up there with the champs, so to speak, you've got to be putting a little bit of time, effort and money into it. So yeah, onto the grow now. So I've switched everything around. The tanks on the side there. Another thing, what happened, one of the onions went double. Not a really good sign, but same as last year, I had the odd one going double. Maybe it's drying out or too much light, I don't know. Could be a number of factors, but I had one double, and I've also had one rot inside out. Maybe the flies getting down or some water's dripped in, I don't know. But one thing I haven't done this year is sprayed in the keeder at home. I'm relying on predatory mites from a company where I've getting them off called Mite Munchers. Alex owns a company, cracking lad. So predator mites at home. As I said, my son's always in here helping us. So I don't want to be using harsh chemicals in here. I'd rather go down the organic approach and take the risk of the plants not being as good as what they can be. But yeah, they're doing really well. Surprisingly, the predators seem to be taking effect. I did have an issue with scarlet fly on top of the cocoa. I don't know exactly what they do, but I can imagine the larvae will probably eat into the roots and nutrients in the subsoil. But yeah, it's getting rid of that problem. So yeah, doing okay now. I've received a product called Nano. I've been using this all the way through, but this is the relaunched packaging. I think they've now created a better package in this, but nano silica in nano iron. Plants are deficient in silica down to the nanoparticles. So this product releases, gets deep down into the plant genetics, and it releases the ability to uptake nutrients. So hopefully it gets in there and works its magic, because every little helps, as you can imagine. So yeah, 8 onion plants left in the greenhouse, and on the other side I'm ready to create a new system. I don't know whether to use an auto pot system in here, or link up the tank and continue another air pot system in here. I have got another product here called Eco Thrive. Well, it's from Eco Thrive. It's cocoa with 1 litre pre-blend, 1 litre of charge blended into the mix. I use charge for everything, and I have done for the last 18 months, and it's really made a difference. Obviously I've getting some winners out, and somebody always says to us, if it works, don't change it. Well, new product from Eco Thrive, cocoa with charge in it, so it saves the hassle of mixing up the charge into it, so it's pre-made. Chilies. I bought 18 chili plants from World of Chilies. I received them not in the very best of conditions, and about a week after I received them, the bottom half of the leaves from the bottom dropped off. So you can see it really on this one here. I know that the side shoots are starting to form on the chilies, but I was quite disappointed with the quality of the plants that I received. So they're about 2 to 3 weeks after I bought them. I've had them in the greenhouse down the allotment. Perfect sun, perfect growing conditions. I've got a heater in the greenhouse down there, so frost hasn't touched them or anything. I did give them a little bit of a feed to see if it picked them up a little bit, but yeah, I'm really peeved with the quality of them. So I've got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 18 that's any good. Yeah, so 6 out of the 18 that's any good. Maybe they'll pick back up. I don't know what people's thoughts are on them, but if you've got any thoughts about it, just stick it in the comments box below, and hopefully I can get some decent quality chili plants out of them, and some decent fruit off them this year. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know if you remember, but I had a 4 kilowatt electric heater in here. Well, I had a big issue with it. It overheated and nearly blew the fuse board. It was staying on. Not very happy with the heater. That's the brand. I'm gonna contact the manufacturer tomorrow and explain to them that my whole growing season in the new greenhouse could have had a major disaster, and see what they've got to say for themselves. But yeah, we'll see what comes of that. So that's it. Not really a great deal to show you, but big switch around in here. Thanks for watching.